The fact that she graduated with first class is, of course, it's not a surprise to me because she's very intelligent and very brilliant. She's not lazy. She's ever ready to do anything. She reads every day. She doesn't wait until the exams comes. I respect her.
We have 3 kids and then the big baby. Yeah, so 4 babies. You know, for a student, whereby you have to combine lectures, preparing for exams, now combining it with being a wife, being a mother. After going through the stress, you still have to come back home and act strong because you have kids to attend to and you also have husband to attend to.
I'm a Muslim. Where I lived then, each and every time I go to pray, early morning prayer, I will see her sweeping the floor as early as 5. Weekend time, I will see her washing her father's clothes. I invited her. She's very humble. And that's enough. I looked at it. What do I actually want? She's a wife material. She knows when to say sorry. She doesn't delay it. She has that quality. And that has been assisting our relationship.
I call him a lot of names. I call him Honeyboo, Sugar Pie, Timmy especially. I'm used to that. He's one supportive man. Like,
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. والنازعات غرقا والناشطات نشطا والسابحات سبحا والسابقات سبقا فالمدبرات.
Being a mother of 3 beautiful children and a wife to a very busy husband did not stop Mrs. Omotosho from attaining academic excellence. She recently graduated with a distinction from the University of Ilorin in Kwara State. Her husband says she is very humble and obedient, but she even eulogizes her husband more. She says he is a very supportive man who is ready to go all out for her success. They share their beautiful love story with Legit TV in this special episode of our love story series. My name is Damilare Okonla and you're watching Legit TV.
I'm a first class graduate of estate management from the University of Ilorin, and I'm a 3 times mom of 3 lovelies.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and he is my husband.
I teach and practice the profession of urban and regional planning. To be precise, I'm a lecturer at University of Ilorin, Department of Urban and Regional Planning.
Right. So, Madam graduated from University of Ilorin, where you're also a lecturer. Could you tell us how it was having your wife as a student?
Sincerely, she wasn't my student directly because we are not in the same department. She studied estate management, though we are under the same faculty, right. Faculty of Environmental Sciences. And the point is, I know her capability from Adam. The fact that she graduated with first class is, of course, it's not a surprise to me because she equally finished with distinction grade from Polytechnic. And of course, when I went through a transcript, I was surprised that, of course, she's very intelligent and very brilliant. So there's no doubt about that. And I think what really assisted her is the fact that she's not lazy. Sincerely, she's not. She's ever ready to do anything. And that has really assisted her. At least when she talked about continuing her education, of course I asked her, are you ready for this? And she said, yes. Fine, let's give it a try. I respect her. And we started. And when she started, she had a baby that time. And the baby was 2 weeks old, barely 2 weeks old, when she started the program. So it wasn't easy for her. But I had determination that she just wanted to get it. So that really assisted her. So she drew a timetable then, and she never compromised in any form. Whatever she wants to do, she look at her timetable, and that has been assisting her. She reads every day. She doesn't wait until the exams comes before she starts gathering her strengths. So in fact, when exam approaches, of course, you see her operating as if nothing is happening, because she has already masterminded, her readiness.
Right. So when I first saw both of you here, I heard her call you a pet name, Temi or something. Was that what you called him?
Yeah, I call him a lot of names. In fact, the kids used to wonder. I call him Honey Boo, Sugar Pie, Temi especially. I'm used to that.
What does your daddy call your mom?
My daddy calls my mommy Adeola all the time.
All the time. How do you call her Adeola though? Is that a first name or there's something attached to it?
Third name. Ade is special to me because my own third name reads Adeyemi too.
Right.
You understand? So that Ade of a thing. My daughter here, you know, the one I was talking about the other time, that was 2 weeks old, in fact. There she is. Salma by name.
Yeah.
We retained that name for her because I love that name so much. She's Adeola too. Adeola, yes.
Madam Adeola it is.
And again, my son Olayemi, and the derivation of that Olayemi, you know, she's Adeola. So when you remove Ade from my name, if you there's Ade, you remove Ade from my name, you know, you have Yemi, right. And you remove Ade from my name, you Ola. So Olayemi.
Beautiful. So I like these kind of things about family where you see people, everything seems so sweet with these children. I had interactions with them earlier. We'll come to our stuff early. So yeah, madam, how easy was it for you to combine education with coping with 4 children now? Because your husband is apparently your baby or something. Yeah.
We have 3 kids and then the big baby. Yeah, so 4 babies.
Right.
Yeah, really it wasn't easy. Like it was, you know, for a student whereby you have to combine lectures, you have to combine tests, preparing for exams, you have to do assignments, especially those of us that we are in professional line where we have to do field practice, like we have to carry out a lot of exercise. So it's really encompassing being a student alone. Now combining it with being a wife, being a mother, like it wasn't easy. Like you have to, after going through the stress, you still have to come back home and act strong because you have kids to attend to and you also have husband to attend to. And really, I've been in the same faculty with my husband wasn't a big deal, like because there are times we see on campus and we act as if we don't know each other. Yeah.
Why do you act as if you don't know each other?
That's it.
You people don't hug, you don't like hug or...
No. He wants me to be a student on campus. When I'm on campus, he wants me to be a student. Most of his colleagues don't know maybe his wife or anything is here. He wants me to just be a student.
And be yourself.
And be myself. So he gave me that privilege and he has been very supportive. Like he's been there morally, psychologically, financially. He's been there. Yeah, I can say that.
What was the attraction for you to her? I mean, you talked about the fact that she's brilliant, she's intelligent, and then you like that she's very hardworking too. She can do anything, she's ready for anything. What was the attraction for you in all of this, basically?
Thank you for that brilliant question. This is the way I will approach that question. I want to use this medium to appreciate our parent. In fact, let me say they are the source of the attraction. When you have a good daughter, before you take your decision, you watch. I study urban and regional planning, and we usually say that planning is a decision-making process.
Right.
You don't just rush, you watch.
You don't just
rush.
You don't just rush. You watch.
You watch. Okay, so after which, you now weigh the data you have at hand, you analyze it before you now draw inferences. So I watched her for some time under her parent. And not only her, I watched her parent too. So we were so close. So when I took that decision, you know, marriage is not a joke. You understand? It's a contract, lifetime contract. I looked at it. What do I actually want? What did I want? So I took my decision. I approached the parents.
Like this girl.
This, she's a wife material. And the confidence the parent had in me made him to actually agree that time.
What was it that you saw? You said you watched. That means you were looking. So what did you see?
For instance, you know, like I said earlier, I said she's not a lazy fellow.
Right.
I'm a Muslim. Where I lived then, we like neighbors.
Oh, right.
So you get to their house before you get to our own house. So each and every time I go to pray, early morning prayer, I will see her sweeping the floor as early as 5
a.m.
5 a.m. I was not looking. How can this be in this season? In this time? How can somebody be dutiful this way? Weekend time, I will see her washing her father's clothes. So from there, I invited her. So it was later and I got to look at her. She has something upstairs. She's intelligent.
She's not intelligent.
And apart from that, being intelligent, another thing is that she's highly responsible. When somebody is not arrogant, she's very humble. And that's enough. Very humble. So somebody that is humble, of course, will be very, very receptive.
Right.
So no matter what you put on the table for her, you rub mind with her, she'll be ever ready to listen to you. And that's exactly what has been helping her. She said, okay, I am supportive. Not only that, I am supportive because you are receptive. Each and every time I advise you, you take to the advice. Go this way, go that way, you take to it. And it's you that...
The reception made you more supportive, like you...
Just like you tell somebody, I'm a teacher, you tell a student, do this, and he does it. You'll be happy. You'll be happy to add more value. Go this way, she goes. So that is the deal. So she has that quality, and I actually want to use this medium to actually praise her for that. So I told her, I said, this time for us, we are planting seeds. We are yet to harvest. I always give her that parable.
Right.
We are yet to harvest. This is just the beginning. The fact that you're done with this program does not mean that it has ended.
So you're moving on.
Definitely.
Tell me what's the end goal, madam? PhD.
Probably.
No problem. She's going to do that. Because, you know, as an academic, you don't have any recognitions in academic except you are a PhD.
Right.
You understand? Actually, I'm not done with I'm on my PhD currently for me to get relevance in academics.
So she has to come up there.
Definitely. She has to go.
So I have heard some men who feel intimidated because their wives probably are more certified or as certified as they are maybe academically and all of that. Would you feel any kind of pressure if your wife were a professor and you're still like...
I've answered that question before. Everything boils down to humility. Go this way, she goes there. So somebody like that, you give her your support. Where the intimidation? No intimidation as far as she is concerned. Yeah, what you said, you are right. That most men are scared of going for somebody that has a higher qualification.
Right.
Yeah, because of the arrogancy on the back. She does not have that word. Now, this is our 7th year together. And 7 years is not joke. You agree with me? It's not joke. There's this thing that is special about her. She knows when to say sorry. She knows when to say sorry. You know, there's no way, of course, you will not have a time of discord. You will not have, you have disagreement. She knows when to say sorry. She doesn't delay it. You understand? Our quarrel doesn't last for 12 hours. I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say.
Who apologizes first? That means she apologizes first, even if she's in the wrong.
About her, which is a good quality. You know, at times you'll be wrong as a man, and you still want to use that.
I'm the man.
She doesn't mind. She will still calm down and apologize. So eventually she will not say, but you know, sorry, I'll compensate you for that. You know? She has that quality. And that has been assisting our relationship. You understand? And, you know, I don't wait. I wish I have my friends, my colleagues here around. They can testify to this. Yeah, there's something said that I used to deny on campus. I'm a teacher. She's a student.
Let's leave it at that.
I am not interested. Do what you're supposed to do. I will do what I'm supposed to do. And thank God we are not even in the same department. And one thing about her is when she used to even assist my colleague. When she sees them, the way she used to approach them, please let me help you. They'll not be wondering. For some of them, they actually knew she was my wife. Are you getting me?
Right.
So they will ask, but how come you're so humble? You're not even behaving.
Yawoga.
Exactly. And I remember one of our, or let me just pick 2 things she achieved during her studentship.
Right.
She participated in the first conference organized by Faculty of Environmental Sciences in 2019, the student session. She presented a paper. At least she was, for a group, the best students were selected actually, and she was among those picked. Yes, and out of, I think, the students that participated, they were divided into like 4 or 5 groups. Our group came first, and she presented the paper. And she's very, very good with presentations. That's just it. Another one is she equally represented the University of Ilorin quiz competition with respect to our profession or something. Yeah. Yes. The university won. She did that. Where she underwent her 6-month Haiti, she made a name there.
How proud of you how proud of her were you when you heard that University of Ilorin won?
Yeah. Anyway, I you know, it's not a new thing for me. She has done so many. I only picked.
Oh, just this. So you're not surprised, like a normal thing.
You know, when you know what someone can deliver, you understand? It's not a big deal to me. That's just it.
Okay, so madam, how did they appreciate you for winning? Because after winning that kind of award, you should come and collect some kind of.
Actually, we were promised some cash gift.
How did they appreciate you?
Oh, yeah, he did appreciate. He appreciated. like some family time out like that. He did appreciate. And you know, appreciation goes beyond material things. Yeah, there are some words and some things you hear your husband say to you and you be like, wow, is this still me?
He's been praising you since. I was expecting your job to have
falling off. Oh yeah, seriously.
What's the attraction for you about him?
One thing about him is that he's one supportive man. Like, it's just, if there is another word apart from being supportive, maybe it's that word. Like, whatever I want to do, I just tell him I want to do this. He can see he's older than me, so he's like my guardian.
Your big brother.
So he just guide me like, oh, I want to do this, and he'll be like, oh, let's see. What is this thing you really want to do? Is this something worth it and all that? And he's going to advise me accordingly. And most times I used to follow his advice. So he has been guiding me way back from my ND days.
He was mentoring you.
Yeah, he's been mentoring me. He's been mentoring me, yeah. Then because when I did my ND2 exam, our final exam then in Polytechnic, like I was heavily pregnant with him. So even most times when I think, can I do it? He's always there to say that no, it's not something you cannot do. I'm sure you can do it. So, and it has been that way.
What's his love language? What's his love language? How to appreciate him and show how you make him feel that he's loved. What's that thing that you do that will make him feel that he's loved?
There is a particular pet name I call him, which I don't wish to disclose though. But when I call him that, yeah, he used to exactly.
How do you know he's blown up at those times?
It's always written all over him.
So he blushes a lot.
Exactly. He does. Yeah, he does.
The first time he said he wanted to get married to you, what was going through your mind? He told you that, madam, let's make this thing official. I'm interested. Let's do the do.
Oh yeah, I was happy. Yeah, but then a lot of things was going through my mind.
Okay.
Like I was like, oh, is this for real? Like, is it gonna happen? Like, let me give you this instance. On my wedding day, they were caught up in traffic and they came late. And when he came, he was like, do you think I will not make it? Do you think I will not come?
Were you thinking I wasn't going to come?
Were you thinking I was not going to come? I was like, I trust you must show up. Like, yeah, so it was like that, seriously. Yeah.
So let's talk about this, your distinction, because it seems like for many people, it feels like an impossible feat, because even those who are not with children find it difficult to achieve that. Now that you have 3 children, and of course you call your husband a big baby, having to take care of the 4 of them, as it were, how easy was it for you to achieve? Would you say it was normal? Because your husband said you're a very brilliant, a very intelligent man. So would you say it's something that came naturally to you, or you had to put in a lot of work?
Yeah, I see. Being brilliant is a different thing, and being committed is another different thing. There are times when, though you're brilliant, but if you're not committed to certain things, it won't come to reality. So there are some times that I just, like, you have to think, is this thing, can I still make it? Like, it's still, but because you're committed, like, you have to push and push till that thing that you want comes a reality. Do you understand? Like, now I have kids. There are sometimes you have to, when my girl was just 2 weeks when I resumed school, you have to go through the stress of school, come back, and you have to breastfeed all through the night. You know how a 2 weeks baby will behave. And you still have to wake up in the morning and go for lectures. You have to be in class. You have to be attentive. You have to contribute in class. Do you understand? You have to finish all that long and still come back to meet the family. So it really wasn't easy. Like, it wasn't easy.
But you did it.
Yeah, here we are.
Here we are.
Yeah.
What do your colleagues say about, okay, let me say, what did they say when they heard that your wife came out with a distinction, a first class? What did they particularly say? Say, guy.
They were shocked to the bone.
They were shocked.
To the bone. You understand? Just like I told you, I did not really reveal true identity, and I have my own reason for that. I want her to operate on a normal ground.
So that it doesn't look like there's favoritism or something.
Thank you very much. You understand? So that everybody will know what she's capable of. You understand? So I actually concealed that. So, and it worked. In fact, there was on the convocation, the invitation for convocations, it was only first class students that were actually invited, undergraduates, to enter the auditorium. You understand? So when I went to the faculty to claim our invitation card, some of my colleagues were just looking at, what's this? So it's for my wife. And for some of them that actually knew that my wife was on campus, they were shocked that, you mean she graduated with first class? I said, yes, she did.
How now?
Wow, how? I said, well, it's just God. So I am very, very proud of her, I must confess. And just like I said earlier, she has not started anything.
So,
sincerely, she has not started anything. Our MSc is there. PhD is there for her. And apart from that, let me even leave this academic of a thing aside. You know, as we were coming, I showed you a pastry shop. I think before we actually set up that shop, when she was in 200 level then, she talked to me that she's a baker, that she wants to be supplying people that sell all sorts of snacks, supplying them cake. And I told her, are you sure you can do this? And she said, yes, okay, no problem. Let's give it a try.
So, wait, sorry, sir. She was a student, a mother, and then she was also doing that.
Doing that as well. You know, I said it earlier that she is not a lazy type. She had a timetable. That's just it. She looked at it and she worked with it.
And you're also a lecturer.
Yes.
All of this.
Yes. You know, I am, yeah, yes. You know, just like I said earlier, that there's a planting season, not for her, equally for me. I'm a young lecturer. You know, I told you I'm on my PhD too. So this is the time for me to gather my strength and start working on my own publications, my papers. You understand? So I do come very late in the night, maybe around 8 p.m. Okay? So when I'm done with my lectures, you know, I need to set aside some hours for me to start working on my own, you know. That is the only way you can excel in academics. If you don't publish, there's nothing for you. You understand? There's nothing for you in academics. So, she's doing well. She's doing well. So when she got to 400 level, let me just continue with what when she got to 400 level, she told me that now she wanted a shop of her own. She told me she wanted to be an employer. 400 level. Are you serious about this? Okay, let's start small. Let's get a small shop. And we got that place. And we start setting that place up.
So you needed to work with her too?
Yeah, sometimes I assist her, but not all the time. Maybe sometimes you'd have to come home early, you understand? I'll go to the shop, then assist her with the sale, you understand? Let me say I love business, and the reason being that we were trained in that line. My mom, my late mom, may her soul rest in perfect peace. She was a trader, and we learned lots from her. How you can talk to your customer, how you can relate with your customer, how you can, everything boils down to humility. Most people in the neighborhood don't even know what I do for a living. When you see me selling cake to you, the way I talk to you, you're welcome, do this, So from there, she learns to. So this is how it works. Because that is the only way one can excel. Humility. It catapults you far, that people will be able to see you. But arrogancy, wow. There's nothing for you if that is part of you. So we set up that place, and she got all our recipe right.
So Idris and Salma, we had a discussion earlier that you're going to do something for me. You're telling me about your Quran school. So you're going to tell me what do they teach you at the Quranic school? Yeah. Okay.
They teach us Surah Naziat.
Surah Naziat.
Yes.
Can you recite one surah? Is that right?
Yes.
Okay, both of you. Let's go.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. والنازعات غرقا والناشطات نشطا والسابحات سبحا والسابقات سبقا فالمدبرات أمرا يوم ترجف الراجفة تتبعها الراجفة قلوب يومئذ واجفة أبصارها خاشية يقولون إنا لموجودون في الآخرة أإذا كنا عظاما نخرة.
Did you forget or what happened?
We are done.
Oh, you're done. Okay, thank you. It looks like do you teach them this or or just what they learned from the
no, I do backup training with them. That. I'm their home lesson teacher.
You combine all of this with teaching these children this
outside that, like I take them their academics. I taught him how to read. Like before the age of 4, he started reading. Like he can read fluently. Give him anything. Give him newspaper. You will read and you'll be impressed. So despite all what I'm engaged in, I don't let it affect them. Like, as I'm growing, they have to be growing too.
They grow with you.
Yeah.
So you're not neglecting them
Exactly.
for business or for academics.
Exactly. So I take my time with them.
Sir, can we say that these children, the Yorubas will say they beat their mother's intestine? Can we say that?
Yes, let me agree with you. Yes, sincerely. She spent most of the time with them. That's just the truth. And in fact, I don't want to overpraise her. Let me just
Leave it at that.
let me leave it at that, please.
Okay, so you mentioned you apologizing even when he's at fault. But me, I don't even think that there's going to be plenty faults like that. Where you people don't always have misunderstandings. Do you have misunderstandings like that?
Like I would say, there is no relationship without ups and downs. So there are times, even over little things, then maybe because of the economic situation, everybody tend to be tense. Like the tension is on everybody's body. So if you just break out one small nap like this, everybody will just snap back. So it's just like that. But even at that, we have our meeting point. Like everybody just have to calm down. And apologizing is very easy for me because I'm the type that I get bothered over little issue. Like I hate keeping, like somebody have to, like if we have a misunderstanding now, in the next 30 seconds, I will have something to ask him. So
how will you ask him if you're having issues?
So that's why I always wanted to die there, because in the next few seconds I will have something to ask him. I will have something to tell him. I bother him a lot. So I always have something to tell him. So
guardian angel.
Exactly. So that's why we don't keep malice. We settle it once and for all.
I see this smile on your face, which makes you look extremely young. Is this how you wear this smile all the time, or you are wearing this smile because we have?
That's me, oh. I don't have worries because I believe everything will fall into place. Like, we just go with the flow.
Just go with the flow.
So, what's there to be worried about?
You're always happy.
Yeah, I'm always happy.
Are you always happy, sir? Because you're a lecturer. Lecturers are not always happy.
There's nothing you can do. You're a teacher, so you teach.
You should not be happy all the time.
The students you're teaching, if you are not happy with them, they will not be happy with you. You have to put a smile on your face. That's the only way you can impact on them.
Right.
You understand? So you have to put on a smile all the time with them.
But she smiles more than
No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
But I think she has smiled more than you have during this interview because she's in
the bulk of the questions. So, thank you. I'm always appreciate Legit. You are doing pretty well. I've watched lots about you, the documentaries, and God will continue to bless you. I'm sincerely happy for this coverage. Okay, so I want to advise. Though actually you've not asked me that question, if I should advise.
No, please go ahead. Even if I've not asked, if I've been.
Our parents have there, our mommies and daddies, that they shouldn't be scared of marriage. Like, it's an impediment to education. It can be. Everything rests on determination on the parts of their daughters and sons. If they are ready, please don't think twice. Don't give them that, don't corner them and say until they graduate. That is, what do you want to achieve? Is it because you want them to graduate with the best result? You want them to graduate with distinctions, you want them to graduate with first class? So if that is your target, then what will you say about my own wife here? So please, don't discourage them.
Madam, I want to ask you one question though.
Okay.
Your husband seems to have high hopes and high targets. Are you scared of some of your husband's dreams for you and aspirations for you?
Apart from my husband, you see, even the people out there, like once they hear that you finish with the first class, they have high expectations of you. Like, oh, she's a first class graduate. Wow, maybe the magic is going to happen. So within yourself, there is this feeling, oh, will I be able to meet up with people's expectations? What they are expecting of me, will I be able to meet up? But then, my own belief is that you just have to take it one step at a time. Like, just keep pushing. Like, is when you stop, you're not doing anything, that's when problem starts.
Right.
But when you're at least in the day, oh, what have I achieved? You're just pushing. Eventually, things will fall into place.
So do you feel under pressure sometimes?
Not really. Not really. Not really. Because I go at my own pace.
At your own pace?
Yes, so I don't. And you see these kids and this husband, this family, there's one thing, they are my source of inspiration. You know, some other people, we have married students on campus, but most of them see it as their setback, like a pressure on them. I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say, but I see them as inspiration. At least there are some things that it's very difficult to achieve, but because I think, if I'm not doing it for anybody, let me do it for them. Let me do it for my family. Let me put a smile on my husband's face. So they are my inspiration, like they are a source of inspiration to me. So it makes things easy. My advice to women out there would just be that just be yourself. Like the God that created us to be women, He knew what was in stock for us.
Right.
Like He knew we will have a lot of responsibility, we'll have a lot of pressure from peers, from families. This our shoulder has to carry a lot of things.
The shoulder should shoulder a lot of
Yeah,
things.
so that is why he made us specially. Like we are specially made. Once you're a woman, you're specially made.
I want to ask you one final question, sir. And I am envisaging that the answer is positive. But I want you to say it with your full chest. Are you proud of this woman and of this marriage? Are you proud that you are married to this woman and have this kind of family?
Very, very proud. Completely proud of her. The sky is not our limit. And she's ever ready to do anything. That's just it. So I'm very, very proud of her. She's not going to stop. Even if I want to stop her, she's not ready to stop. Okay? Not out of stubbornness. That's kind of part, that zeal you see her. The enthusiasm in her, the readiness in her. She just wants to do it. All the time she will always come up with ideas. Let's put this together. This can work. And I will say, okay, don't let us rush. I'm a planner. Let's sit down. Let's make our findings. Eventually, if people say, oh, it has worked for me, it has worked, okay, let's give it a trial. So, alhamdulillah.